Welcome, dear listeners, to History with Herodotus, where we embark on a journey through the annals of time, uncovering the secrets of the past and illuminating the present. Today, we find ourselves in the picturesque region of Brittany, a land of rugged coastlines, rolling hills, and a rich cultural heritage that spans millennia. As we delve into the fascinating story of Brittany through the ages, let us begin at the beginning and explore the earliest history of this enchanting land. As we travel back in time, we find ourselves in the Mesolithic era, around 8000 BC, when the first inhabitants of Brittany arrived on its shores. These early settlers were hunter-gatherers, living in harmony with the natural world, and leaving behind a trail of artifacts that would later become the foundation of Breton culture. The landscape itself was vastly different from the one we know today, with dense forests covering much of the region, and the sea levels still rising after the last ice age. We can imagine the sound of the wind rustling through the leaves of ancient trees, and the sight of wild animals roaming freely in the forests. One of the earliest known archaeological sites in Brittany is the Tavik site, which dates back to around 6500 BCE. This site provides valuable insights into the lives of these early inhabitants, including their diet, tools, and social structures. The discovery of shell middens, for example, suggests that these early Britons were skilled fishermen and gatherers, able to exploit the rich marine resources of the region. As we explore the Mesolithic era in Brittany, we also find evidence of early trade networks and cultural exchange. The presence of non-local materials, such as flint from the Paris Basin, suggests that these early inhabitants were connected to a wider network of communities, stretching across northern Europe. This exchange of goods and ideas would have played a significant role in shaping the cultural identity of Brittany, laying the foundations for the complex societies that would emerge in later periods. As we move forward in time, we enter the Neolithic era, around 5000 BC, when agriculture began to emerge in Brittany. This marked a significant shift in the way people lived and interacted with their environment. The introduction of farming allowed for the development of more complex societies, with settled communities and specialized labor. We can imagine the sight of early farmers tending to their crops, and the sound of cattle grazing in the nearby fields. The Neolithic era also saw the construction of megalithic monuments, such as the famous Karnak stones, which are some of the most impressive examples of prehistoric architecture in Europe. These monuments demonstrate a sophisticated understanding of engineering and astronomy, and provide a glimpse into the spiritual practices of these early communities. The alignment of the Karnak stones, for example, corresponds to the rising and setting of celestial bodies, suggesting a deep understanding of the movements of the sun, moon, and stars. As we explore these ancient sites, we can almost feel the weight of history beneath our feet. The passage of time has left its mark on the landscape, with the remnants of these early communities still visible in the modern-day countryside. The Neolithic era in Brittany was a period of great transformation, as the region began to take on a distinct cultural identity, shaped by the interactions between its inhabitants and the natural environment. As we conclude our journey through the earliest history of Brittany through the ages, we find ourselves on the cusp of a new era, one that would see the emergence of more complex societies and the development of distinct cultural traditions. The stage is set for a period of great flourishing and creativity, as the people of Brittany navigate the complexities of their world and forge a unique cultural heritage that would endure for centuries to come. And so, dear listeners, we shall continue our exploration of Brittany through the ages, entering a period of significant growth and transformation, when the region would become a hub of artistic, literary, and spiritual expression. Join me next, as we delve into the pivotal moments in Breton history, and uncover the secrets of this enchanting land, where the ancient traditions of the past continue to shape the identity of the present. Welcome back to History with Herodotus, where we continue our journey through the annals of time, uncovering the secrets of Brittany through the ages. In our previous episode, we explored the earliest history of this enchanting land, from the Mesolithic era to the Neolithic period. Today, we enter a new era of significant growth and transformation, as Brittany becomes a hub of artistic, literary, and spiritual expression. As we delve into the medieval period, around the 5th century AD, we find Brittany emerging as a distinct cultural entity. The region is characterized by its unique blend of Celtic and Christian influences, which would shape the course of Breton history for centuries to come. The sound of chanting monks and the sight of intricate stone carvings are just a few examples of the rich cultural heritage that defines this period. One of the most notable figures of this era is Saint Samson, a Welsh monk who arrived in Brittany in the 6th century AD. He played a crucial role in establishing Christianity in the region and founded several monasteries, including the famous Abbey of Dol. These monasteries would become centers of learning and artistic expression, attracting scholars and artists from across Europe. As we explore the medieval landscape of Brittany, we find evidence of a thriving economy, with trade networks stretching from the Mediterranean to the North Sea. The region's strategic location made it an important hub for the exchange of goods, including salt, wine, and textiles. The port city of Nantes, in particular, became a major commercial center, with merchants from all over Europe flocking to its bustling markets. The medieval period also saw the emergence of a distinct Breton identity, shaped by the region's unique history and cultural traditions. The Breton language, a Celtic tongue closely related to Welsh and Cornish, became an important symbol of regional pride and identity. We can imagine the sound of Breton being spoken in the streets, markets, and monasteries, as the language played a vital role in shaping the region's literature, music, and art. One of the most famous examples of Breton literature from this period is the poem The Song of Taliesin, which tells the story of a legendary Welsh poet who traveled to Brittany in search of inspiration. This epic poem showcases the rich literary heritage of the region, with its intricate metaphors, vivid imagery, and deep sense of spirituality. As we move forward in time, we enter the 12th century AD, an era marked by significant artistic and architectural innovation. The construction of magnificent cathedrals, such as the one in Coimbra, demonstrates a sophisticated understanding of Gothic architecture, with its soaring vaults, stunning stained glass windows, and intricate stone carvings. The medieval period also saw the emergence of a unique Breton style of art, characterized by its use of bold colors, intricate patterns, and mythical creatures. The famous Breton Calvary's wooden sculptures depicting scenes from the Passion of Christ are just one example of the region's rich artistic heritage. As we conclude our journey through this pivotal moment in Breton history, we find ourselves on the cusp of a new era, one that would see the rise of powerful dukes and the emergence of a distinct Breton state. The stage is set for a period of great turmoil and transformation, as Brittany navigates the complexities of medieval politics and forges its own unique path in the world. And so, dear listeners, we shall continue our exploration of Brittany through the ages, entering a period of significant upheaval and change, when the region would become embroiled in the intrigue of European politics. Join me next as we delve into the fascinating story of the Dukes of Brittany and uncover the secrets of this enchanting land, where the ancient traditions of the past continue to shape the identity of the present. Welcome back to History with Herodotus, where we continue our journey through the annals of time, uncovering the secrets of Brittany through the ages. As we leave behind the medieval period, with its unique blend of Celtic and Christian influences, we enter a new era marked by significant turmoil and transformation. The Dukes of Brittany, with their powerful alliances and strategic marriages, would navigate the complex web of European politics, often finding themselves caught between the rival powers of France and England. One of the most notable figures of this era is Duke John IV, who ruled Brittany from 1345 to 1399. He played a crucial role in establishing the region's independence, forging alliances with the English monarchy and securing key trade agreements. The port city of Nantes, in particular, flourished under his rule, becoming a major commercial center and a hub for the exchange of goods such as salt, wine, and textiles. However, the Duchy of Brittany's independence was short-lived. In 1491, the region was annexed by France, marking the beginning of a long period of French rule. The Breton language and culture, which had thrived during the medieval period, began to decline as French became the dominant language of government and commerce. Despite this, the Breton people continued to resist French domination, with many uprisings and rebellions taking place throughout the 16th century. One notable example is the War of the Public Weal, a rebellion that took place from 1465 to 1466, in which a coalition of Breton nobles and commoners fought against French rule. As we move forward in time, we enter the 17th and 18th centuries, an era marked by significant social and economic change. The Breton economy, which had long been based on agriculture and trade, began to decline as the region's industries, such as textiles and shipbuilding, failed to compete with those of other European regions. However, this period also saw a resurgence in Breton culture, with many writers, artists, and musicians drawing inspiration from the region's rich heritage. The famous Breton folk songs, known as Can ha discan, which tell stories of love, loss, and everyday life, continue to be sung and danced to this day. As we conclude our journey through this pivotal moment in Breton history, we find ourselves on the cusp of a new era, one that would see the region become embroiled in the turmoil of the French Revolution. The stage is set for a period of great upheaval and transformation, as Brittany navigates the complexities of modern politics and forges its own unique path in the world. As the French historian Arthur de la Borderie once said, Breton history is a complex tapestry, woven from threads of Celtic and Christian influences, of medieval grandeur and modern struggle. It is this rich and complex heritage that continues to shape the identity of Brittany today, a region that remains proud of its unique culture and determined to preserve its language, traditions, and way of life. And so, dear listeners, we shall continue our exploration of Brittany through the ages, entering a period of significant upheaval and change, when the region would become embroiled in the intrigue of European politics. Join me next as we delve into the fascinating story of Brittany during the French Revolution and uncover the secrets of this enchanting land, where the ancient traditions of the past continue to shape the identity of the present. That's all for today's History with Herodotus. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember that to understand the present, we must first understand the past.